up with the white tank top, biting my style. Okay, biting my
I
style.
don't know if I want to call it style. Like you wear the same thing like every single video. Every single video.
Yeah, all 50. So this is episode 5.
Is it?
Oh. I'm pretty sure, isn't it? You the one that did the titles. You put the titles in.
What was yesterday?
It's episode 50? I think it's episode 50.
I think you're right. Holler.
Yeah, bam. Did it. All right, we're done.
What?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Episode 50. It's been 50 episodes already.
Wow. We talk a lot.
50.
We talk a lot.
The golden anniversary.
Yes.
We done made it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Say, I was already getting ready. Are you about? What are you doing?
sometimes I like to just.
That's not right.
I like to just cock it and see what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
I'm moving because I'm scared now.
What up, y'all?
What up, y'all? Good evening. Happy 50th.
Happy 50th. Girl, you look good for 50.
Thanks. You look good too.
But welcome to the 50th episode of The Wind Down.
Yes.
It's been an awesome 10 weeks. Definitely want to thank everybody out there. All the engagement, comments, likes, shares, all the good stuff. It's been a great time.
Yes. We love y'all. Y'all know that. Y'all know that though.
We love y'all.
Why are you looking at me when you said that? We love y'all.
Okay, well, look, I'm not trying. I'm just used to associating you with the word love. All right, like I just want to make sure, like the direction of the love.
Did your toes just crack?
Yeah.
See, it's rubbing off.
I got cracked
know.
toe. I got cracked toe.
Oh my gosh.
After 50 episodes, I think that we're really enjoying it, right? However, due to some recent events.
Recent events like what?
Okay, well we'll get there.
Like what?
No, we can't talk about that right now.
What?
Listen,
It's good news.
Due to some recent events, let's just say, you know, some blessings are being concocted, all right? But due to some recent events, schedule got very full on very short notice. Gotta do some trips, gotta do some travel. Yeah, so we're gonna try to figure out how we're gonna get through this period.
Yeah.
Because ultimately we really do enjoy our time with you guys and being able to kind of record the videos and kind of give glimpses into our lives.
Used to it.
And the craziness.
Kind of used to like 5 nights a week.
Yeah, I mean, and the craziness that goes on in our lives. And appreciate the parental advice from yesterday. So.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, we're gonna use that whole writing scriptures.
Yeah, writing
100
scriptures.
times. I like that one.
Yeah.
That one's good.
I think that we need to bust out some Old Testament scriptures.
Yeah.
Yeah, fill that brimstone, boy.
What?
Yeah. We're gonna try to figure some things out, but over the next 2 weeks, schedule crazy.
Yes.
All right, extremely
I know
hectic.
what we want to do.
Like I said, there's a lot of different things changing and things are going very quickly.
Yeah.
But concluding the next couple weeks, we hope to get back to our regularly scheduled programs.
Yes.
Okay. So look, stick with us. Feel free to go back, check out some old videos, share some old videos,
oh my gosh.
right? Like ultimately,
some of those are crazy.
Yeah,
they are crazy.
There's a lot, but just try to stick with us and try to be patient as we try to receive the blessings from above.
Yes,
okay?
thank you, Jesus.
Amen, amen. Oh, hey, girl, sing.
Thanks, sing what?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't gonna sing.
Why you ain't sing as the deer? I haven't heard you sing as the deer.
It's okay.
No, come on, as the deer.
No, I'm sure we got a recording of that somewhere.
All right, so check it out. Let me tell y'all, right? Fun fact, right? Sita was part of a singing group in church. Okay.
Stop. Why are you gonna call it? Why are you gonna call us out like that?
In church.
Stop.
All right. It was called. Initially, it was inspired by her many trips to the 3rd floor. They were gonna call it the upper room.
No, we were not. No, we weren't.
But they didn't call it the upper room at all. They called it. What was it called?
You see, you don't even know.
Fifth Harmony.
No.
You got kicked out of Fifth Harmony. No, what was it?
No, we were called MTS.
Minute 3. Minute 3.
Look at
Ministry,
you. All wrong.
Minute 3 through.
Well, you can't even say it right. Ministries through song.
Ministries?
Or ministry.
I thought it was ministry.
It's hard to say. It is hard to say.
Ministry.
That's why we just shortened it to
through
MTS.
songs.
Yes.
And Sita would get up there, soprano the heck out of a song, and then sit down all bashful, like she didn't just tear it up.
Okay. Anyways, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, girl. As the deer.
No, I'm not busting it out. Stop.
You
okay, it's been a long time.
I know you know the words.
It's been a long time.
You better bust out them.
You know, I think I may have forgotten some of the words.
I did. It's as the deer panteth for the water of my soul. Go.
Of my soul.
Oh my soul. Oh my soul.
Okay, anyways.
Hit it.
What up, Lauren? Alicia.
Look, I feel like
what up, y'all?
Y'all should go on a reunion
Nikki.
tour.
Huh?
Yeah, reunion tour.
A reunion tour?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of South Philly. All of South Philly. Go on a reunion tour.
They were like, who y'all?
Yeah. MTS is showing up. How many tickets did we sell?
Sell? It was not like that.
I mean, y'all
we did tear it up, though.
Y'all are here. Yeah, I thought y'all were good. Why don't you get back into that?
Why don't you join? Okay.
I think. Listen, I know my strengths. Okay, don't got no strength in singing. The
You
boys
could probably be a tenor, like a high tenor.
No.
Because you be singing like high pitched and stuff sometimes.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all in singing. Because I know I'm not good at it. Now, Gabe, on the other hand, Gabe might be able to get down a little bit.
Maybe.
Especially when his bass kick in.
Yeah, y'all know he waiting on that bass.
Yeah. Mike, on the other hand, I don't think Mike's like me. He ain't a singer. He ain't no singer.
How you know? He might get it one day.
He ain't got it. Nah, he ain't got it.
He might get it one day.
Well, we'll have to see. But I feel like one of these videos...
I feel like your feet are moving a lot. I do.
I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited.
I know, because you got some good news.
Okay, alright. Don't put everything out there. We're going to see what's going to happen.
It's okay.
So you ever had
Shit,
somebody...
you better claim that.
You ever had somebody that you told a secret and you was trying to wait...
I didn't say anything.
Until everything fell in place and everything was a done deal, and then they start talking about hyping up your secret like you...
Whatever. I didn't say anything.
I'm just, you know.
You said you was excited. What you excited about?
I'm just, you know what? I'm excited to be with you. How about that?
That is not what you were excited
How about that? Alright, so one of my least favorite parts of travel, and look, I definitely want this blessing, but it might require me to travel a little bit more. I don't like planes. I've never liked planes.
I don't think a lot of people like planes.
I've never liked flying. Like, I don't really think it's that natural of a thing. And for me,
no, it's not.
I always read articles before I go to really understand. They're like, oh, lift and the wings and the speed, and for me, it's just too much. I'm like, this big metal thing. How am I don't feel safe.
Seriously.
In the air. I feel like we should have wings.
Okay, well we don't. Well, we don't.
I feel like if we were meant to fly, though, we should have wings.
So we had to try to create some.
So we created a big steel metal bird that we're going to fly around on.
Yeah.
And that gets us all over the place.
It is crazy when you really think about it.
It's crazy.
It is very crazy.
It's crazy. It blows my mind. And I see sometimes, like, I see the map of all the different flights that are currently in the air. And it looks like one's on top of the other.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know how we do this.
I don't know how we do it either.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
I can barely follow directions regularly.
Yeah.
It's like on the road.
Yeah. And
I don't know where I'm going half the time. I'm out.
And they got lines and everything. Ain't no lines in the sky. It's like you just go.
You just flying.
Yeah. So
I don't know how to do it.
I'm very uncomfortable with the thought of flying. I'm the guy, you sit next to me on the plane, listen, if you're not a Christian, you're gonna be a Christian by the time that we're in the air, because you're gonna hear the name Jesus like 150 times. And I've been on multiple trips. I had these little kids look at me, and they look at me like I'm crazy.
Oh,
they sitting there looking at like, who this dude? Huh?
Do you be freaking out? Do you get like sick? We've only been on I'm asking them because we've only been on what? One plane, two planes together?
One or two planes together.
Something like that.
I fly a couple times a year, more than a couple times.
But we've only went on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
That was like forever ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. That's it. That's the last time. We need to go somewhere.
Yeah, we do need to go somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
We'll work that out, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe soon.
Yeah, honeymoon got you thinking. Get me on a getaway.
Okay.
Yeah, but for me, I try to distract myself, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I still hit the arms, what do they call it, armrest with the grip of death. I'm still gripping.
On takeoff?
Yeah, on takeoff.
Yeah, it's
on takeoff. You know, takeoff is the worst part. Takeoff's the worst part. Landing's not the worst part.
You don't think landing's scary?
Landing isn't anywhere near as scary, because you feel like at this point, once you're in the air, there's only one thing to do, and that's to come down. So you gotta come down.
Yeah, well, it depends on. Hopefully, you come down gently.
I agree. Look, who you telling?
Well, I'm just saying. I've been on planes, but we've just only been a couple times together.
But you can tell as the plane's going down if it's dropping at a high rate of speed or not. So usually it just kind of glides down. But on takeoff, I mean, some of these pilots, they don't even wait till the plane is like straight. They hit the corner like they're in a 1987 Cadillac, and it goes.
Yes.
And it
That is
takes
scary.
off so fast.
That is very scary.
And I'm the person, I immediately start like, I like numbers. Gabe likes numbers, we like math. So I immediately start looking through and I start calculating the weight of the people on the plane.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, we need more power. Like, we gonna have to go faster. I done seen that dude get on the plane.
What?
Like, he ain't getting on the plane.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me, can we get...
Stop. It is scary though, especially when you hear like the jets powering up, because sometimes it's just so loud.
The engine jet.
Yeah, especially if you're sitting by the engines or whatever. Oh my gosh.
And then sometimes there's always like weird noises you don't expect to hear, right? So like one time, the whole flight, now I just come off like 3 or 4 planes, got on a different plane, and I hear this weird hissing sound.
Oh no. See,
and
no.
I start flagging people down. Excuse me. Y'all need some glue or some tape. You gotta plug that hole. There's something wrong with this plane.
What's that
This whole
noise?
thing is hissing the whole way.
No.
It was literally just like a low, like.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've heard that before.
No, but
I think I've heard that before.
Similar to that. This one was different. I said, yo, there's something wrong with this plane. And then sometimes, man.
Oh my gosh, he's going off.
Airline industry, y'all need to get these planes up. Like,
Get these planes up?
Yeah, they make a lot of money. But here's the problem. Sometimes these planes ain't up to date.
No, they're not.
These
Some
planes
are
like
really
30
old.
years
Yeah,
old.
yeah. That's one thing I do worry about is like how old the planes are. They're like, oh well, yeah, no, this one's performed well.
Yeah.
But it's like old.
Perform well.
I'm like,
how many miles is on this thing? 2.3 billion. And it's like, oh my gosh.
yeah, like what's the lifetime of a flight?
They do. I think they do
a
flight
airplane.
hours. They do flight hours. But here's the thing.
I feel like they don't throw planes away. Like, what do they do with them?
I'll tell you what they do.
Like, you know.
So, like
just,
Southwest,
destroy
all
them?
the big airlines, what they do is they'll fly them to a certain. I got a burp. I'm sorry. They fly them to a certain flight hours, and then they'll sell them to the little regional jets, little regional things. So they'll sell them.
And what do they do there?
So they'll still use them to fly people around. I shared a couple things for me that grind my gears.
Okay.
Hashtag throwback.
The hissing sound.
Yeah. What
And
else?
then the jets. What else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, can we talk about how tight they are? Like, if you play for, what is it called? Coach? Is it called coach?
Economy. Now. They don't
Yeah,
call it
economy.
coach. See,
Did they ever call it coach?
See the influence of
That's
the
okay.
80s, okay?
No. Stop.
Coach?
That's not funny.
Coach?
You know what I'm talking about, y'all. It's tight. It is so uncomfortable.
It is tight.
And then sometimes, like, the one time, did we sit together both times? Because I feel like, are you sure?
We never did not sit together, that's for real.
Why do I feel like we got separated? Maybe that was a dream.
Why do I feel like I need to start, I gotta call the airline and see who you've been flying with.
That was a dream.
What honeymoon
Maybe it was a dream.
What honeymoon did you go on where we ain't sit together?
Something like that. I think it was a dream.
Let me pull up these GPS records.
Anyways, no, it's like mad tight. It's mad tight.
It is
Maybe
tight.
I didn't sit with my parents one time or something
Well,
like
listen,
that. We got like separated. Like, I don't even know how that would happen if you book your tickets together.
It's just
As
tough.
you end up in a different row.
It's tough when you got hips. If you got hips and you show up to the joints, like, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, it is just, it's tight. And then putting your bags in, do you ever like, do you do carry-on? Or do you
I
like,
always
check
carry
your
on.
bags?
Never check my bags.
Never?
Always carry on. Yeah, I don't check bags.
When we used to fly like to Florida and stuff, we would always have, we'd have both.
No, I always carry on. I don't play that game because the airline lose the luggage and you get to where you're going, you ain't got what you need. Nope.
I used to do, like, I had this one bright Hawaiian like bag. Like, okay, I know that nobody's gonna take this bag.
Well,
so I had it for like years.
That might have been when they started checking for cocaine.
What?
Yeah.
What?
No. That don't look like anybody else's bag.
Okay, well, so what? It's easy to spot on like the belt and stuff.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Really easy
Everybody.
to spot. And check for cocaine.
No.
Alright, so look, if I'm going away for like a few days, I make sure I'm very selective with what goes in my bag. Alright, so I usually, if ain't no room for shoes, I got one pair of shoes. You know what?
Really?
If you
How
with
can you
me,
do that?
if you gonna see Ty at a business meeting and we there for 3 days, I'm have the same shoes on. And I'll be honest, if you too busy looking at my feet, come on, bruh. Like,
what?
At that point,
It's easier for men though, I think.
okay, maybe it is.
I think it's
But let me
easier,
tell
and
you
this is not fair.
Let me tell you this. What's bigger?
What's bigger?
Yeah.
What?
2 dress shoes for dudes or 3 to 4 shoes for girls. Y'all got half the material.
It doesn't
Sometimes a
matter
third of the
though.
material.
It's frustrating how much stuff we pack and gotta pack. I don't know if I'd ever be able to actually just do a one carrying.
I'll have to show you.
I need help.
I got you.
What would I do?
Throw some stuff away.
What? No, seriously, like what would I do?
You don't need everything.
I'm doomed.
You don't need everything.
I don't need everything?
No.
I feel like I do.
I can get pound one pair of jeans, one pair of shoes. I do need new drawers, new socks every day. And then a couple t-shirts.
See, I just can't.
Done. Done. Now if I'm going on business trip, I'll be selective. Probably pack 2 pairs of slacks, right? 2 different shirts. I'm gonna double down each pair of slack for 2 different days each. Same shoes. Yeah, I'm good.
I gotta learn.
You gotta learn.
Like I feel like we layer so much more. I gotta wear stuff under my stuff so you can't see through my stuff.
But your clothes are smaller though. Look at this.
Look at
Your clothes are smaller.
What do you mean, look at this?
Listen, if I was to put that tank top on, holy smoke, you would see, if I put that tank top on, you would see every Cinnabon that I've ever eaten busting out of that tank top. Alright, literally, I would look like a deformed marshmallow in that tank top.
Still, I feel like we just have so many different layers and pieces and stuff, and then if you have long hair, you gotta pack your hair stuff. If you wear makeup, you gotta pack that.
Completely understand the hair stuff. I can't get down with the makeup stuff. I feel like you don't need it. Look at you. You don't wear no makeup now?
What? Okay.
Yeah, you look good. I think you look fine. Fine. You don't want makeup? That's you, right there. Fresh.
That's right.
You know what? You know what, Cena?
Please.
Anybody that doesn't like you or is not willing to accept you the way that you are, you need to go ahead and hit them with the mental one.
The mental one?
The mental middle finger. Hit them with it.
Okay. Well, I like to accessorize.
Okay.
And I feel like it helps outfits and stuff.
It does.
Like a red lip. Or like a berry lip. A little bit of sparkle in your cheeks. I think it just helps. At least for me. Plus I be all oily and shiny and greasy and stuff. I need help y'all for the day.
Alright, listen, the way you talking about these lips, I'm a fan of you being a stay-at-home YouTuber. Okay? You don't got me going no business trips with a popping red lip and shimmery, shiny foundations. No, you don't need any of that. You don't need any of that. You be attracting the world.
Whatever.
Listen, let me tell you about some of these people that sit next to you on the plane. Alright, look. Every time, and I hate to say this, people are so judgmental, probably me included, with the people that come and sit on the plane. Like, if you're on like a Southwest flight where you don't have assigned seats, you walk down the aisle and you pick people that it's like, you know what, probably wouldn't be bad to sit next to that person.
Oh.
Then you see some people coming and you're like, not me,
no.
not me, not me, not me. And it's happened to me on multiple occasions.
Really?
Where the person's like, that's me right there.
Oh.
Sit there.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, bro,
oh no.
are we really gonna battle over this armrest? Or you'll see somebody who don't look like the cleanest person. All right, come in
and
they scruffy and fluffy.
Why they gotta be fluffy? Why gotta be fluffy? Fluffy. Okay. That is not nice.
All right, scruffy and ruffy. Scruffy and ruffy. And they say, bam, let me sit right there. So look, it's a problem. It's a problem, something I've really dealt with. I sat next to a dude, we had a flight with some turbulence. And every time we hit turbulence, it wasn't next to me, actually, it was across the aisle, but it still smelled bad. Every time we hit turbulence, my man farted.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
I get you.
See, I couldn't handle it.
The plane would bounce.
And you can't move.
It was literally like,
ew. Stop. Are you serious? That is disgusting.
It was terrible.
What'd you do?
What could you do?
I mean, I don't know.
You're trapped.
Were you in the middle?
You're trapped.
Were you in the middle or the end?
Nah, I always get a window seat.
Oh.
I always get a window
Well, you're really trapped. It's the worst if you gotta use the bathroom. And don't use the bathroom.
Well, listen, I'm locked and loaded. I go through a couple days and a couple hours of bladder preparation just to make sure that we're good to go.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Okay, well my bladder is like mad small for some reason, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, you're an aisle seat.
Okay.
You're an aisle seat person.
So going to like the bathroom on the airplane is the worst. It is the scariest thing. Like it's so scary. Like at the okay, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's the tail of the plane.
Well, sometimes it's in the front.
Okay, well I've never gone to one in the front. It's always been the back.
Yeah. I mean,
and I be freaking out when they're like. And y'all know I'm already bathroom phobic, so I just can't. I try not to touch anything, and then you're bouncing in there.
Yeah.
It's scary.
So I mean, to a previous video, that we've done, I start to look around within the bathroom on the plane, and I think,
ew,
where could people have touched that probably isn't sanitary?
Oh.
And I try to touch it in other areas. So like they'll have like, you know, the bowl with the like the blue goo of death.
Oh.
But then like I know that people aren't rinsing off the knobs to the sink, and then we talked about that. So I try to be real strategic there. And then some of them, they don't even have paper towels.
Yes.
So they're
oh
like,
my gosh.
here,
Yo,
use some hand
it's the
sanitizer, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no.
And then you touch the door, like that's why bladder preparation goes down. 2 days before, start slamming water and have it like 3-hour intervals. So I know, bam, go to the bathroom right before I get on the plane.
Oh my god.
Go to the bathroom right after the plane.
Okay, you like potty train yourself, like a puppy.
Okay.
Like a puppy. That's what it sounds like.
Well, listen,
that's
if
what it
you
sounds
want to
like.
be, I mean,
Drink water. The 3 hours.
I mean, look, a steel tube is similar to a crate. You know what it is? You ain't got nowhere to go.
It's the worst, y'all.
You don't have many
Bathrooms on planes, it's just
You
terrible.
don't have many options.
Don't do it. If you can, don't do it.
But look, so throughout my trips and my travel and different things going on the next couple of weeks, look, I'm gonna be honest, I learned a lot from the hotel. I'm packing my own pillowcase.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how you gonna do a
stuff.
carry-on bag then? If you gonna pack all that extra stuff?
Real strategically. You see?
You gonna pack sheets, a blanket, pillowcase, a mattress,
No.
cleaning supplies, towelettes? What you gonna do?
No, first of all, it's summertime, okay? Don't really need a blanket.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pack a sheet and a pillowcase. That's it.
What, are you gonna bring that pillowcase back home?
No. I'm gonna get it cheap.
Okay.
I'm getting it cheap. I'm
You
gonna
ain't
leave
bring
it
that
right
sheet
there.
back home either. Mm-mm.
Everything's gonna stay right there.
Ew.
No worries.
Flip-flops, don't forget those.
Shower shoes.
Shower shoes.
Yeah. They got the, yeah.
They
That
say.
gotta happen. That gotta happen. So I can get that too. Can you buy these for me? I'm getting, can you?
Okay, I know.
So-
you know, you
when
can just come with me.
So when you edit this video,
No.
can you just make the list?
No.
And go to,
No.
Just
No.
Sweetie,
Because you always do that. You always do that.
You literally have to edit this
You
video.
always
like,
do that.
the
And then
list
I
is
ask you to
here.
get one thing from the store, you got attitude.
Okay. It's never one thing. She's
Yes,
like,
it is.
You know what?
1 + 5.
You know what? Can you pay me off some spinach? Yeah, man, no worries. I got your spinach. Oh, well, since you're getting the spinach, can you pick up all this extra stuff?
You think of all the stuff that you're gonna pack on your carry-on.
No, I'm gonna pack a lot of things. I'm getting a little sad.
What's wrong?
I'm getting a little sad. I mean,
What's wrong?
aren't you making fun of me, yo?
I'm not.
I mean, I with all the stuff, I just don't know what we're gonna do, as I said, for the next couple weeks. So we don't really have an answer right now in regards to, are we gonna try to record over the weekend, try to have some videos for next week? Are we gonna have some throwback videos?
Yeah.
Are we
Because we
just
do
gonna,
this like the night.
Yeah, exactly. Are we just gonna take a break?
Why did I go?
I don't know.
Man.
Well, I know why I gotta go. I know why I gotta go. But I feel like we got a routine now, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So listen, I definitely want to thank you guys, and we'll be back soon.
What? I say it like that.
Because I feel bad. I do feel bad. I mean, I like the wind down.
Me too. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Shoot.
Thanks for taking the time to wind down with us tonight. We hope you had fun. Let's go again tomorrow. Good night.